3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Ghost Pirate Presents Horrorween! This is episode 4 of 13. In this episode, I will be talking about the Universal classic, Wolfman.
This Universal classic was released in 1941, starring Lon Chaney Jr., the son of legendary Lon Chaney, also featuring Bela Lugosi, Claude Rains, and Evelyn Ankers. This classic horror movie is as much a tragic love story as it is horror. It's the same with all the Universal classics. The acting is what really carries these movies. As much as they're remembered for the costume designs and the overall look, and the frights, so to speak, to me it's the performances by all these actors that have always carried these Universal movies. And this one is the same. I love Lon Chaney Jr. in this. He's just so lovable. But he's also has that kind of debonair 1940s leading actor presence that so many actors of that time had. He's tall and big and just carries himself with this confident, really cool air about him. But he's very tragic in this, and you can see the emotions. He goes from rage to anger, sadness, all these different emotions that he goes through in his transformation and becoming this tragic figure. And Lon Chaney Jr. would go on to portray the Wolfman numerous other times and help create him into this really tragic, sad story of a man basically cursed by this disease, so to speak, of being the Wolfman. It's the thing that's always really stuck with me about Wolfman. How tragic and sad the whole story is. Of what his father goes through, of what his love interest goes through. Just the overall arcing narrative of this film is tragic. But it's a beautiful work of art to me. I've always probably considered this to be my favorite of all the Universal monsters. There's just something about it. I love the overall look of his costume, but just the way that they make the forest look. There's just this fog everywhere. And on that beautiful silver screen, it just has this gorgeous quality about it. Just the whole haunting nature of it. And I love Bela Lugosi in it. The whole scene with the gypsies and their story in general. I just always found that to be very fun. I love how you can tie together gypsy lore and legend with this Wolfman. And how it's blended together so seamlessly to make this really fantastic story. So this is another one for anyone who's younger and doesn't necessarily understand or appreciate the black and white, the old film. I understand, but this is one I highly recommend. I feel like if you could just slow your mind a little bit and really take this all in, you would definitely enjoy it because it just has this real beautiful poetic elegance about it. And I find it just to be a gorgeous piece of vintage horror that is so important to the genre of horror. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please crush that like button. And remember, horror can be fun. I will see you guys next time.